You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Ignacio Bahamondes takes on Jalin Turner this Saturday on the main card of UFC 313, and I think this is going to be an absolute banger at lightweight. These two guys, probably the two biggest guys that we have in the UFC at lightweight. Both are 6'3" with 75.5-inch reach advantage. Going to be curious to see how Jalin Turner adapts to fighting somebody who has the same attributes as him. He's usually the longer guy with bigger range. Usually guys at lightweight are around 5'10", 5'11", rarely over 6 foot. So curious to see how he responds to somebody who's going to come in there who's as good, maybe a better striker than him, who's going to have the same frame, same everything. So Jalin Turner, 14-8 in his career, kind of on a skid right now. 1-3 in his last 4 fights, stemming back to this time in 2023, so about 2 years ago. Went on an absolute tear in the UFC, was one of the scariest guys at the time to face. Submission threat, tons of power on the feet, so was having a lot of success. Ran into a few split decision losses, beat King Green, and now he's coming off of a loss to Renato Moicano. He's taking on Ignacio Bahamondes, who again, very high level striker, a lot of potential, a little bit of more momentum than Jalin Turner. I do think he gets this one done. I think he's a better striker than Jalin Turner. I don't know if he necessarily has that one-hitter quitter power like Jalin does, but I think he's the more filled out guy at 6'3". Jalin Turner's kind of skinny, whereas Bahamondes, you look at him and you kind of wonder, how does he make 155? But very good striker, switches stances, uses his length very well, and manages the distance in fights. Takes advantage of his full reach and frame advantage that he has over everybody. Very good dexterity in his legs. He has great kicks, high kicks, front kicks, spinning wheel kicks, turning side kicks. Knocked out Christos Giagos with a head kick. Front kick knocked out the guy on Dana White's Contender Series. Spinning wheel kicked Roosevelt Roberts, I think it was, and knocked him out. So a lot of danger everywhere. Just very dynamic, mixes it up very well. Whereas Jalin Turner, he's just kind of more of a boxer. He does have a submission threat, but you got to worry about his hands. Whereas with Bahamondes, you got to worry about everything. Lands good strikes in the clinch when you come in. He's usually the taller guy, so that he can get that Muay Thai plum, get that clinch, beat up your body, push away, get back to distance. So fights well on the back foot and countering as he moves back. I think it was his fight with Miguel Torres. He countered him twice on the back foot, knocked him down once, and then knocked him down again and finished him. And I think he even was backing up and threw a head kick that wrapped around Torres' head, landed but didn't land completely. But very, very impressive of a counter striker, but can also fight moving forward. So has a good chin. Seen him take a few punches. What was it? His fight with Ludovic Klein, he was getting hit, got dropped in the first round. But other than that, never really seen him get put out, so to speak. I don't think he's got any KO losses. Most of them are by decision or submission. So we'll shoot takedowns if he's hurt. We'll shoot takedowns in general just to kind of open up his strikes. Has a very active bottom game from his guard. We saw that against Ludovic Klein, using his long limbs, throw up triangles, throw out arm bars. He can also get back up to his feet. So he was taken down by Ludovic Klein, was kind of held down in parts of that fight, but was able to get back up to his feet some of the time. But Ludovic Klein, again, he's top level, he's top tier. Very good takedown defense. I think it's like 85% takedown defense. So I don't think Jalin Turner is going to be shooting on him at all, but you never know. I just think he'll mix up his stances and his strikes very well and kind of frustrate Turner. Again, he's more dynamic. He's going to be throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Turner, whilst Turner's just going to be throwing punches. Same height and reach advantage, bigger guy. Maybe not the same power, but definitely one of the biggest guys that Jalin Turner's ever faced. Turner's just 1-3 in his last 4 fights. Doesn't have a lot of momentum with him. It wasn't a good look in his last fight against Moicano, where he knocked him down and kind of just walked off. Got to follow up with those strikes and put the guy out. And then once Moicano took him down and kind of just beat him up on the ground, it looked like he just kind of gave up. Didn't even really look to get up and out of there. So been almost a year since he's fought. Bahamondes fought back in September. So I just think Bahamondes is more, I think he's more well-rounded. I think he's the more dynamic striker with more tools on the feet. Very good guard game. Jalin Turner's got good submissions as well, but I just think Bahamondes, I think he's tougher, and I think that he's going to be able to land the bigger shots against Turner. I don't know if he'll finish him necessarily, He does have good finishing potential. Last 2 wins coming off of knockouts, but Jalin Turner's a tough dude. I don't know if he's ever been knocked out. He got TKO ground and pounded by Moicano, but I guess Vicente Luque put him out, but that was 6-7 years ago. But I think Bahamondes get this one done. I think he'll outpoint Jalin Turner on the feet. Wouldn't be surprised if he knocked him out and got a KO, but I think more than likely he'll get a decision in this one. Let me know what you guys think. This is a very evens fight. Again, Bahamondes is -105 to Jalin Turner's -115. So very close fight. Interesting to see these two guys match up, but I do think Bahamondes gets this one done. Thanks.